board approved accepting about $20 million in federal CARES Act funding, about $400,000 of which will significantly expand food home delivery services to those in need. Let's talk a little bit about that program. How much of a need is there really here in Arlington County?
Well, before the pandemic, we were doing about 200 meals a week. And that went up to 250 in a matter of a few short weeks. And these are people who are older and homebound for Meals on Wheels. We also deliver to other folks. So we were doing about 6,000 meals a month, and now it's at 14,000 meals a month. We're also, of course, doing a lot of meals and food is being provided through a lot of other groups as well. There's the Coalition for Hunger-Free Arlington. A lot of the PTAs are stepping up. But we do have this CARES Act funding, and that there's and I think it'll keep coming to us because we've got this $20 million pot, but then we have to vote to make clear where it goes, and we have to account for it and make sure that we do that correctly. So that we can get reimbursed for it. So it's we're really redoing what we've been doing. One of the things I spoke to the chamber about, I realized, when people are asking how we're doing, one of the things that has been so heartening for me too to see here in Arlington is that we have a pretty good safety net. We might not have called it robust at times, but we had systems in place to help people with rent, to help people with food, to help people with health. And what we're doing, rather than having to reinvent, invent everything and make it up all at once, we're simply putting more resources in. So the Coalition for Hunger-Free Arlington came up because, we needed to coordinate more. We had so many different groups, but that's what I'm seeing. It's really, thank heavens we're the kind of community we are, and we had all of those systems sort of in place, and we just needed to grow them and stand them up more. Anyway, I don't know what you're newer here, Matt, but I know you've been very involved with our nonprofits as well.
Sure. Well, the initial numbers you mentioned on the 6 to 14,000 and increasing is our seniors who we have to value. There are seniors who are homebound, and getting food to them is sort of the measure of how good we are as a community. On the other side, we have worked with the Cooperative for Hunger-Free Arlington, has worked with our public schools to have 9 sites and seek to feed our students and our children, even over the summer, which historically is one of the hardest times to make sure we meet the hunger needs that even Arlington has. So we're investing in our safety net. You mentioned hunger, there's health and housing. Those are really basic needs. And on health, we're continuing to invest in testing, and that's part of where some of our CARES Act federal funding is going. And then on housing, we're also continuing to put money regularly to prevent evictions through Arlington Thrive, which is another component of our safety net. So we both have the individual statistics to really show what we're doing to expand our safety net. But if you listen to each of us on the board and county staff leadership, we're focusing on those in need, and there are more of those in need right now.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, on that note, we'll take another short break. And when we come back, we're going to take a look at a plan to expand the Career Center, as well as changes for one of the neighborhood's form-based code. Stay with us.